Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to week 24 of Draw Something. My name's Andy, and I'm going to be here drawing for the next couple hours, and I got a theme for tonight. This is actually a theme that I did a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to do it again tonight. Let me bring it up on the screen here. It is Song Titles 2, Electric Boogaloo. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing here tonight is doing drawings based on song titles. Should be a lot of fun. Let me go ahead and change over to my multi-view here. There we go. Alright, so Fergal F. Ferguson, I do apologize. I didn't know, I kind of thought the same thing when I saw that Juan was live. Wasn't expecting that, but you can go check him out too. I wouldn't feel hurt at all if you want to go listen to him. Yeah, I know he always does a great set. Speaking of music, though, let me go ahead and start on the first song I'm going to do tonight. The first title I'm going to do tonight, I should say, is a 1987 hit from Prince featuring on guest vocals Sheena Easton. It is You Got the Look. You know what? Fergal, that's actually a good point. Didn't even think of that. Alright, so, You Got the Look. Obviously, the song itself is about a man admiring a woman for having the look. I'm gonna just kind of completely throw that idea to the side and go for a completely different interpretation. Gonna have, U, the literal letter U, getting into some, it's a little letter U, getting into something he maybe shouldn't be getting into. So I'm going to start drawing that here. Alright, so yeah, we got Little Boy You that I'm drawing here right now. Go ahead and start tracing this over so it's a little easier to see. But yeah, I'm going to have him trying to snatch some cookies from the cookie jar, which has absolutely nothing to do with the original song, whose title I'm interpreting right now. Although I could find a way to fix that. Actually, yeah, I just got an idea for how I can add in something that maybe doesn't relate to the song itself, but does relate to its artist. So I'll put that in a minute. Alright, so... yeah, so here we go. I got him trying to reach into this cookie jar. Just draw his other hand here. So yeah, I got it on top of this dresser here. It's not it's not placed very high off the floor. You'd think that might be a good way of keeping the kid from getting into it. Just leaving it there on a dresser where you can easily reach it. Not the best judgment. Alright, so yeah, he's reaching for the cookie jar. And what resides inside the cookie jar, I'm gonna draw a trash can here right next to the dresser that contains the bag that the cookies were just emptied out of. And here's what I had in mind. Fergal at Ferguson, glad I could help. I don't have any cookies, but I did just get some cupcakes delivered just an hour ago by my cousin. I'm looking forward to having one of those after the show. Alright, so here's what I got in mind. So we got the, just to add another Prince reference in, or a Prince reference in, to this Prince song. I'm gonna call these, Raspberry Berets. A new brand of cookies that Prince came out with. They honestly sound pretty good. But yeah, they're like, they're basically beret-shaped sandwich cookies with raspberry filling. Alright, so there we go. I got a Prince reference added in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and get to... Okay, so I got the U, but where's the look? Well, here I'm going to go ahead and do this here. Hold on. So I'm not going to get into too much detail about how this works, but the U's parent is the letter B, or a letter B. And so yeah, his mother, a letter B, is, suffice it to say, giving him a look. In fact, you could even call it the look. Alright, and, I think I'm thinking of another Prince reference I can add in. Actually, I think this is probably good. So yeah, there we got you getting the look for trying to sneak into the cookie jar and get some raspberry berets. And I think that'll probably do. Can't really come up with something right away, so I'll just go ahead and call this good. This was a request for me. So we can just go ahead and date it and initial it. And I'll go ahead and bring up the larger view. Hold on just a second. Here we go. There we go. You getting the look. Oh, Ferguson, good to know. I'm glad it wasn't just me. It had been kind of bugging me for a while. Like, surely I can't be the only one who heard that song and pictured this as what it was about. I mean, the lyrics really don't indicate it in the slightest, but, you know, lyrics are whatever. Alright, so that's first drawing down for tonight. Let me see what song title I'm going to do next. This is a by request show, so if you're watching this right now and you have a song title in mind that you want me to make a drawing out of, go ahead and drop it in the chat and I will add it to my list. Speaking of which, I need to bring my list up. I don't have it up right now, so let me fix that here. At some point in the near future, I am going to have a list on screen. I think that'll definitely be more convenient for me and the viewers. But yeah, for right now, let me go ahead and block out that title that's currently on there because I'm done with it. And as for the song title I'm going to do next, I had one that I did have another one in mind, so let me just go ahead and start on that. Alright, let me just bring it up on the screen here. Walking on Sunshine. So yeah, let me go ahead and start on this. So the actual song is literal, you know, happiness as a... Oh, DJ Mike Brady, stranded at the drive-in from Greece. Alright. I will add that to my list. Thank you, Cindy. I'll go ahead and push that up to what I'm doing right now. Let me change this here. There we go. Let me go ahead and put this aside for later. Alright, so stranded at the drive-in. Let me see here. I mean, I want to do something a little more kind of, you know, skew it like I did with that previous song request or previous song title, but I'm having a hard time really thinking of anything other than just doing the scene from the movie where it's John Travolta singing while that classic "Let's All Go to the Lobby" bumper is playing in the background. I don't know, nothing's coming to me, so I think I'll probably just do that. It'll still be fun to draw, I think. So let me go ahead and draw the big drive-in screen. Fergal, thank you. I guess I actually can put, you know, a bit of a spin on it. Because if I remember the scene correctly, I've only seen the whole movie Grease one time. I gotta be honest. It's not because I dislike it or anything, it's just I've only seen the whole thing once. But I've seen the scene a couple of times, and I'm pretty sure that there are several cars still at the drive-in. Or at least a couple of cars. Now, if he's going to be completely oh, DJ Mike Brady, glad to know we're on the same page. So I'm thinking, in the movie, there were a couple of cars still at the drive-in. I'm going to just go ahead and, like, make him truly stranded, so there's just going to be absolutely nothing. Could probably maybe add like a tumbleweed just tumbling through the area while John Travolta's just standing there. But, you know, the concession ad will still be playing. Though I might also put a twist on that too, but I'll get to that. Alright, so let me see here. gonna draw, who was it? Danny? I think his name's, yeah, his name's Danny. His character's name is Danny. Hold on a second. DJ Mike Brady, Danny. I know that, I mean, that's immediately what I thought of too when it came out of my mouth, but no, this is a boy Danny. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give him his leather jacket, because he's a T-bird. That's what they do, that's what they wear. Mike Brady, I'm going to let you finish, but Grease is the best movie musical of all time. Alright, so let me go ahead and draw Danny here with his 50s as told by the 70s hairdo. Or at least something kind of like it. Yeah, I mean, Fergal, it is pretty impressive. You've kept all of us in the dark about your true identity for over about a year and a half now. I mean, I think that's about as long as the quarantine. I guess like almost a year and a half, like a year and a quarter at least. That's how long the quarantine party's been going for. And I think you were there at the beginning, so yeah, like over a year, you've kept your true identity hidden from us. So, hey there, Turbo Swim. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing drawings based on song titles. And so if you have a favorite song or a song title you think would make for a fun artistic interpretation, go ahead and drop your request in the chat. And oh, Irene Pena Music, great to see you here. She just, Irene Pena just did a, just had a music stream not too long ago. I was just watching it a few minutes ago, and she was showing off some of her songs she recorded for an album she made. Really great stuff. Turbo Swim through glass. Yeah, I can do that. Let me add that to my list. There we go. All right, or Bloom. I'll do one or the other. Maybe even do both. Let me go ahead and keep working here on Danny the T-Bird. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and add the T onto his jacket. Okay, oh my gosh, did you raid Irene Pena Music? I don't have a graphic on the screen, so I don't know if that's wow, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize it until just now. But thank you so much, Irene. Okay, so yeah, so we got him, got Danny literally stranded at the drive-in. There was no one else around. Turbo Swim, that's super interesting. That's not something I would have expected a business named Brinkerhoff. Alright, yeah, we got a tumbleweed here just tumbling by in the background. Gonna draw a moon and some stars. I've been brainstorming what I'm gonna do for this, what's gonna be on the screen. But yeah, there's just a whole lot of nothing going on here at the drive-in, except for Danny singing, of course. But that's it, man. He is truly stranded. Alright, just let me make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Irene Pena, yes, you should totally have a cape. Okay, so, yeah, so in the scene from the movie Grease, what's playing on the screen is the old "Let's go to the lobby" concessions bumper ad. But I'm gonna, since this is gonna be like just hours after everyone has just completely left and no one else is there, I'm gonna show the concessions taking a nap. So I got the popcorn here that's lying on his side. Thank you, Mike Brady. Alright, and then the hot dog here. I got the hot dog using his bun as a sleeping bag. He's even got it all zipped up. And okay, what was the other? Trying to remember what other concessions were in that bumper. Got the popcorn, got the hot dog. Was there nachos? I don't remember there was nachos. I'll go ahead and draw them anyway. A drink. How, man. Thank you, Mike Brady. Yes, the drink. He was also just passed out on the floor. And instead of the Z's coming out from above him, they're coming out of him in the beverage. Let me go ahead and trace over this. So yeah, I'm going to have the Z's pouring out of him as part of the whatever soda's in there. Zzz. Then I'll even have the song trying to play in the background. Let's all go to Let's all go to the la. So yeah, there we go. And unfortunately, this is 1958. They don't have cell phones yet, and who knows where the nearest phone booth is. Danny might be stuck here for a while. DJ Mike Brady, yeah, so, yeah, MGM, exists as a much smaller company than it was before. It, like, they went bankrupt in 2010, and then they just kind of came back as a privately held company, and they mainly just, they had other studios distributing their movies because they couldn't distribute their own films anymore because they're a much smaller scale studio now. United Artists is now it's basically I think they're the distributors for MGM now. United Artists Releasing is the MGM's distributor. Ferguson, I hadn't heard about that. Thanks for the factoid. So yeah, I think that's what's going on. Is United Artists is now MGM's distributor, which is funny because like 30 years ago it was the other way around. But I'm not 100% sure about that. I might need to brush up on my research after the show. But anyway, I think that'll do it for this drawing. I think I pretty much covered all the bases. Got the sleeping concession advertisement. Got Danny singing away to nobody. Got a tumbleweed there. They can't really say anything else, so let me just go ahead and put Cindy B253's name down. DJ Mike Brady, I hope she does. Thank her, tell her thank you for the great request. Let me go ahead and move on. Transition to the larger view. Let's all go to the Did I miss any? Nope. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, so, thank you again, Cindy, for that request. Let me go ahead and start on a request for Turbo Swim. He threw up 2 requests for me to choose from, or I could maybe do both. We'll see. So it's the song title is Through Glass and Bloom. I'm gonna go ahead and start by trying out Through Glass, which on a side note, that's a song that I knew about for years and years and just could never remember the name of. Like, I would hear it on the radio and immediately recognize it, but it'd be like, wait, what is this song called again? And yeah, it's Through Glass. Alright, so All right, Mike Brady, enjoy your lurk. Okay, through glass. So the first thing that comes to my mind is a character is just some random character being thrown through a glass pane and it breaking as they fly through it. So I could maybe do that. And you know, the band's name is Stone Sour. So let me see if I can put something together from those little tidbits. Alright, so I'm thinking like a storefront window. Oh, Irene Pena, that's really cool. So it's a star. Let me get a closer look at that emote here. So it looks like it's a shooting star on the other side of a window. I really like that. Did you draw that yourself, or did you? Who is the artist you? Who's the artist who does your emotes? I'm curious. All right, so yeah, what I'm thinking here is I'm gonna have this little candy shop called Stone's Sours. Let me go ahead and draw that out. Oh, Turbo Swim is the Turbo Swim's your artist. That is Turbo Swim. Props on the emote. Oh, she is now Catapult. Oh no, Catapult. All right, good to know. But props to Turbo Swim for the inspiration for said emote. I like it. Alright, so I'm slowly coming together on this. Sorry if it's taking a little bit of time. Just kind of gradually putting it together in my head as it goes. As I go. Words don't always come to me in the right order. Okay, so now that I've got the sign traced out, which I'll go ahead and start tracing over. Actually, do I want to trace over that, or do I want to just work on sketching out the rest of it? I feel like I want to sketch out the rest of it first. Okay. Alright, so now the question is, who's going to be getting thrown through the glass? You know what? That emote just gave me an idea. I'll just go ahead and have it be a star that's being thrown through the glass. Brings a new definition to the term shooting star. And my star drawing abilities are obviously not on point right now. But I'll try and see if I can salvage them. Okay, there we go. That should. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, he's getting thrown through the glass window. Alright, let me go ahead and trace over the door here. I'll go ahead and put a sign on the door that says, "We're open." Turbo Swim, you are correct. Alright, so the sign says, "We're open for what feels like forever." Let me see if I can try and write that small enough but still have it be legible. We're open for what feels like forever. Alright, I'm just tracing over the lettering right now. So yeah, it's a candy store that exclusively sells sour candies. I will admit that would not be my favorite thing. I've never been a fan of sour candy personally. I can occasionally do like spicy candy, like not super spicy, but like hot tamales I'm fine with. But sour's never been my thing. I I mean, I can enjoy like lemon and lime flavored things, but that's usually because they have a ton of sugar that offsets the sourness. Alright, so there we go. There's the sign. Alright, so yeah, stars getting thrown through the window, through the glass. We have a big old glassy explosion here happening in the middle of the window. Alright, there we go. I think that'll probably do it. Yeah, I think that'll do. So pretty simple, but Yeah, it's a star being thrown through the window, rude, out of a Stone Sour's candy shop, which is open for what feels like forever. So, alright, let me go ahead and write that down. That was for Turbo Swim. Turbo Swim, I hope you like this. Let me go ahead and bring up the larger view. Thank you, Irene Pena. Thank you, Turbo Swim. Glad you like it. So I haven't seen any other requests in the chat, to the best of my knowledge. Maybe I missed one. Let me just look really quick. Does not look like it, so I'll go ahead and do Turbo Swim's other request, which was for Bloom. And once again, if you're watching this and you have a song title that you think would be fun to artistically interpret, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Oh, Fergal's in chiming in with Taffy's I Love My Radio. Yes, indeed. That is a true Thursday night quarantine party classic. Aha, Fergal. You got it. Yeah, I can see that title, being potentially interpreted in a way that is not the most safe for work. Those are words I just said. Okay. So Turbo Swim, I'm gonna get to your request after this one. Right now I'm gonna do I Love My Radio for Fergal F. Ferguson. So, Fergal, you're saying it's okay to love your radio, just not love your radio. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, so let me see here. All right, so I'm just gonna go with this. This is the first thing that popped into my head, which seems like an appropriate enough reason to go with it. If I sit and think about it for too long, I'm probably not doing it right. Fergal, I mean, yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Hey, I'm gonna go jump off a cliff with a parachute, but not check if the parachute is working or not, because I've just, that won't have any consequences that I won't like. Okay, so let me go ahead and draw a couple of chairs to go on either side of this table. And that chair's a little skinny for my liking. Let me make it a little bit longer so I can fit more onto it. And I figured just as an added bonus here, I'm gonna actually so we're gonna have the radio sitting in this chair, sharing a romantic feast, and in the other chair, I mean, it seems only right, I'm gonna draw Taffy having a romantic dinner with said radio. We might as well go all the way. Irene Pena, absolutely. Just go ahead and drop one in the chat, and I'll try to make something of it. Okay, let me Irene, no, I should be able to make that work. Maybe. Um, maybe actually, I mean, if you want to drop another one in, or drop a couple of them in, and I can just pick which one I think would probably work best. Alright, so I'm drawing Taffy here with a, looks like a ribeye steak and some mashed potatoes. Irene, sure, if you want to send me a listen, that'd be awesome. I don't think I'll be able to listen to it during my stream, but I would certainly love to hear it. And yeah, why don't I? Ferguson, I imagine that's going to be a thing in the near future. This is definitely, like, I mean, with all the song titles out there, there's certainly going to be at least one more song title stream. Alright, so let me go ahead and draw the radio here. Let me see. What song is Wonk playing right now? Is it Spanish Eddie by Laura Branigan? Alright, so kind of doing a walkie-talkie radio. Oh my gosh, that is a crazy coincidence. Now wait, did he see that I was drawing I Love My Radio, or was that just a crazy coincidence? Alright, so we've got a little cord plugged into him that's reaching out to take Taffy's hand. And while Taffy's just chowing down on some traditional food, Radio's, of course, eating some good old-fashioned, traditionally prepared music notes. And, of course, I can't not add this little touch here. Alright, there you go. Midnight. Although, the song does say after midnight, so I'm going to go ahead and make it like 1 minute after midnight. Virgil, thank you. I think that will go ahead and do it. Irene Pena, great to see you. Have a great night. Thank you so much for the thank you so much for the raid. That was amazing. All right, there we go. Hopefully, Fergal, this is safe enough for work. Let me go ahead and straighten that out first, and then I'll go to the larger view. There we go. Taffy truly does love her radio. And, you know, speaking of which, this is just kind of a huge missed opportunity if I didn't add some saltwater Taffy there aside her plate, because, I mean, it's her name, literally. Let me go add a couple of wads of saltwater Taffy there for her dessert. And, of course, some for the radio, too, because radio can't miss out. There we go. So there we go. Taffy loves her radio, especially after midnight. All right. Thank you, Fergal, for the awesome request. All right. So I think I'll go ahead and do Turbo Swim's second request now. Actually, hold on a second. Irene requested Shimmer Away, a song that she wrote herself. Very cool. So let me see if I can make something of that. Hold on. Shimmer Away. All right, so, oh boy. You know what? On second thought, I think that's probably too vague. Irene, if you're still watching, you're totally welcome to drop another one of your song titles in. All right, Alright, so yeah, back to the original plan. Gonna do Bloom for Turbo Swim. I don't know the song very well, so I can't really you know what? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can look this song up really quick. Who recorded this song, Turbo Swim? I'm curious. I just put it into Google and I saw a result for the Paper Kites and also Troye Sivan. I'm not sure which of those is the song that you're looking for. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna change plans yet again. Go ahead and for right now, I want to try and do that song title justice by having better context for it. So, okay, I promise I will actually do some drawing here in just a second. Alright, here we go. This is what I was going to do earlier. It's Walking on Sunshine. Alright, so I'm going to draw someone walking on the sun. In fact, that's an alternate title I could do. In fact, it might even be more accurate. Smash Mouth had a song called Walking on the Sun. Alright, so yeah, we got this guy walking on the sun here, and as expected, it's not particularly comfortable. Alright. Alright. So yeah, he's so yeah, his foot kind of gets burned a bit from stepping on the sun. Because it's hot in there. It's hot on there. And he's his other foot, he's just trying his best to just barely touch it. I mean, he has to set his foot somewhere, but he's just like, it's literally just the very tip of his toes. Because he just doesn't want to put any more of his foot on the sun's surface. Can't blame him. So yeah, his foot's gone kind of crispy from touching the sun. and now, so I just had this idea. So the song "Walking on the Sun" by Smash Mouth, the chorus has the line, "So don't delay, act now, supplies are running out." So I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate that here. Alright, hold on. Gonna make a little cute little logo here. Alright, so sun safe. Foot covers. Alright. Don't delay, act now! Hmm. Alright, 6 to 8 years to arrive. There we go. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and draw the earth here. Alright. Just add a couple more stars here, and I think that'll do it. Alright, so that was a request for myself. It's Walking on the Sun by Smash Mouth. It was originally going to be Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves, but I decided to change it. So let me go ahead and bring up the large review. There we go. Make sure to buy your sun-safe foot covers. Don't delay. Act now. Get 2 for 1 free. 6 to 8 years to arrive. They promise they'll be worth the wait. Alright, so this for those who are currently still watching, this is a by request show, so if you have a song title you want to request and have me make a drawing out of, by all means drop it in the chat. I gotta think of what my next drawing is gonna be. You know what? Since I already did one Thursday Night Quarantine Party Classic, I might as well do another one. This is, I think, currently the most played song in that show's history. It is Your Disco Needs You by Kylie Minogue. Virgil, I read your mind. Alright, so we go ahead and Planetary 121, indeed. I plan on incorporating that in somehow. So I'm trying to draw a big burning building. Okay, let me see here. Oh, Rose Rebel, great to see you. I will add that to my list. And yes, definitely do not want that to happen to Wonky. Is he doing his stream outside tonight? Alright, so we go ahead and... draw the disco ball crying out in anguish for her savior to come rescue her from this tragic situation she's found herself in. Oh no. Oh, wow. Yes, sending good vibes his way. Dang, that's rough. Alright, so yeah, here we go. Alright, so not the fanciest looking building, but it'll do. I mean, no wonder this building caught on fire with the construction being as substandard as it is. It was bound to happen. Alright, so yeah, let me go ahead and draw some more flames here. so... So, Miss Disco is crying out for her beloved superhero, Nabisco. This is an in-joke on... DJ Mike Brady was here earlier, and his show he does every week is the Thursday Night Quarantine Party. This song that I'm doing right now, that's on the screen, is one of the probably the most played song in the history of his show. And it's a running gag on the show and all of its attendees that whenever he plays it, early on, everyone kind of started to mishear it as not your disco needs you, but Nabisco needs you. So it's become a running joke, so I decided to incorporate it into the drawing. I'll go ahead and just kind of make him like a standard Superman type. Only his head is a Ritz. His head is a Ritz. Fergal, did you just call me a madman? I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Come on. Alright, hold on just a second. I'm going to look at something here really quick. Okay. Let's just taking a quick look at the Nabisco logo that I'm going to draw here on his cape. Alright, so here we go. Also, yeah, I should probably, if this is going to be a Ritz cracker, I got to do the scalloped edge. So we can go ahead and redraw that here. There we go. Mike Brady, I will take that request gladly. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, going ahead and drawing Nabisco here, coming to save the day. More specifically, save Mrs. Disco from this fiery inferno. Alright, so go ahead and draw his tights. go ahead and draw a few more flames inside the building. And I think that'll do it. So I guess I mean, I technically requested this myself, but I'll attribute it to Fergal at Ferguson. Alright, so we go ahead and bring up the larger view. No, Fergal, I gave you credit. No need for a lawyer. No need for a lawsuit. Oh, you're just messing with me now. Okay. I think I need Nabisco to come save me from this predicament I've found myself in. Okay, so Mrs. Disco, Nabisco coming to save Mrs. Disco from the burning inferno. There you go. Alright, so for Rose Rebel 99, let me go ahead and get a clean sheet of paper out. And then I'll update the title. Oh, hold on, just clicked the wrong thing, not a big deal. Hold on a second. Gotta move this a little bit, and there we go. Alright, so for Rose Rebel 99, we got Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, man, I got a spark of inspiration. Let me go ahead and get started on this here. So when the song says raindrops keep falling on my head, I mean, it's easy to assume that B.J. Thomas was referring to, you know, this. But I'm just presenting this crazy theory that maybe when he said head, he actually meant a porta potty. You know, a honey bucket, something like that. Just a crazy theory I'm throwing out there. Alright, BJ's Portables. BJ's Portables Lavatories. And oh my gosh, so there's this YouTube video that came out a few years ago from this group called Clowncore. And I don't want to give too much away, but basically it's these two clowns that are like hard rockers. They wear these clown masks, and they do their whole performance inside a porta potty. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen on YouTube, and that is saying something. But it is hilarious. And that's not even mentioning the song they're singing. I mean, that's just, I'm not even going to spoil that for you. But yeah, go look up the song Hell by Clowncore on YouTube, and I promise you'll get a kick out of it. But yeah, it was hard for me to not think of that while I was drawing this porta potty here. Alright, so there we go. We got our porta potty here. And now we gotta have the raindrops start falling on it. So there we go. Got a raindrop, bang it, bang, yeah, bang! And then he got a big lump on his head from that. Thank you, Mike Brady, for posting the link. Alright, one of them didn't simply crash into the porta potty and then fall down. This one in particular got stuck in the chimney, I guess, is what you could call it. And looks like he might be in a bit of a tough spot. A tight spot, you could say. And just because this is what popped into my head, I'll go ahead and draw a cranky old man here. Hold on a second. Gonna draw his mouth a little differently. There we go. Alright, there we go. We got the old man yelling at the raindrops to get away from his toilet. And this one's also got a bump on his head from crashing into the porta potty. Go ahead and just oh yeah, I gotta do one more. This one landed right between his legs. He did a split here. That looks mighty uncomfortable. Alright, there we go. So I think that'll do. So that was for Rose Rebel 99. Go ahead and initial it and date it. Then I'll bring up the larger view. There we go. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Not probably. I know it. No. This is totally what B.J. Thomas was intending when he wrote that song. No, this is clearly what he had in his mind. Was raindrops falling on a porta potty and an old man yelling at them to stop. Though, honestly, I can't imagine it's entirely their fault. You know, gravity is a factor for sure. All right. Oh, I just looking at the clock. I've been at this for almost an hour and a half. Not bad. And Rose Rebel, I'm glad you love it. Okay, so for Mike Brady, let me go ahead and get this next song title up on the screen here. Well, I was gonna erase the title, or take the title down and then change it and then bring it back up. It's alright. Alright, so Blame It on the Weatherman by Bewitched. So, you know, actually, speaking of witches, maybe I'll go ahead and incorporate that in. So I'm going to go ahead and just tentatively draw a city skyline here. Alright, let me see where I can go from here. Alright, so let me see. Oh, you know what? Alright, I have an idea. So what if all the buildings in town suddenly got super cutesy? Had big hard eyes that stared into your soul. But you know, I just realized I didn't really think through. Didn't quite make the connection yet between what this has to do with the weather. Although, okay, you know what? Actually, I just figured it out. What we have here is a cute storm with these cutesy clouds coming through and striking with cutesy lightning. Hold on here. Alright, yeah, so all the buildings are getting struck by cutesy lightning, which also has super cutesy eyes on them. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so giving all the hard clouds hard eyes. And I just realized that it's not on the screen or not on the camera. I apologize for that. So yes, the cute clouds are striking with their cute lightning and turning the buildings super duper cutesy. And who can we blame for this? Well, I mean, you could, blame unusual weather patterns. But as the song suggests, you could also just blame the weatherman. Ferguson, yeah, I have seen a storm. In fact, there was a storm that came through here in the Tri-Cities about 4 years ago. And I remember I went to go see a movie with my mom, and we were driving through the storm, and the movie ended up cutting out or crashing like 20 minutes in because the storm knocked out the power. That was quite an experience, and we had to drive home in the storm still because we couldn't just stay at the theater all night. So I have seen a storm. I haven't seen a hurricane or like a truly, near apocalyptic level storm. But I have witnessed a storm in my day. All right. So I'm going ahead and drawing the weatherman here. Well, Ferguson, that means that your meteorology classes, whoever was teaching them or whatever curriculum they were following, was missing some key information. I mean, this is a totally real thing that happens. I mean, at least in the universe that this drawing is taking place in. I mean, it must be real because you can see it happening here right now. Alright, go ahead and give him a bow tie and a suit. It's got a, you know, Drance fancy for the camera. Hold on. Alright, the meteorologist's name is Rain Goes On. Heh. Then we got one of many unhappy citizens who doesn't want the buildings to be all cutesy and sweet and cuddly and heartwarming. And I don't know. I mean, it seems like it would make the world a happier place, but I guess in the cynical world of 2021, this just won't fly. Then I'll go ahead and draw a couple other citizens behind her. Alright, there we go. So I think that'll do it. So that was for DJ Mike Brady on Twitch. Alright. Initial it, date it. And then I'll go ahead and bring up the larger view. Hey, Kaiser Soze, great to see you here. And, oh, I see what you did there. That's funny, I was actually just about to call it a night, but I can do the chicken dance. Alright, hold on a second here. Alright, here we go. I think this will be the last drawing I do tonight. For Kaiser Soze, it's the chicken dance. Mike Brady, your guess is as good as mine. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start by drawing a chicken. Mike Brady, did you catch your drawing request? I just had it on the screen a minute ago. so there we go. We got a chicken. All right, good plan, Mike Brady. So a few weeks ago, I did a drawing for DJ Glenn McBride, who isn't here tonight, but he requested that night. He requested a giant angry chicken stepping out of a Stargate. So I drew that, but I also added in Colonel Sanders running for his life, implying that that giant angry chicken traveled across numerous dimensions to get his revenge on Colonel Sanders. Chickens mean business, man. Alright, go ahead and draw another chicken here, and then I'm going to start putting a little twist on it, as I like to do. But I'm going to, just kind of keep it tame to start off. Just chickens dancing. Alright, so I got a couple chickens here. Now I'm going to have a... I mean, who says that you can't still enjoy life after death, or you still can't enjoy tunes after death, music after death? We're gonna go ahead and add in a chicken leg that is also getting down to the beat. Then we'll go ahead and add another chicken leg. I'm gonna have this one, he's not just dancing, he's gonna be playing an accordion. Definitely an integral part of the chicken dance experience. Mike Brady, you got that right. And Ferguson, yeah, I'm getting a little hungry looking at this too. Then I'll go ahead and have just a whole big bucket of fried chicken joining in the festivities. All right. I'll just go ahead and flesh it out a little more with a few more chickens, a few more drumsticks, or maybe even throw in a thigh or two or a breast. Although, you know what? No, I missed, I'm trying, if I want to cover all my chicken-related bases here, I left one out. me go ahead and add some little peeps in here. Oh, Mike Brady, thank you so much. Yeah, cannot forget the Nuggets. All right, you know what? I think I like that. I think that looks good. Although, no, I gotta have at least one other character playing an accordion, because it can't just be that one guy alone. There's got to be 2 accordion players in the house. So we'll go ahead and add a nugget in here, joining the drumstick on the accordion. And I think that'll do it. So for Kaiser Soze on Twitch, let me make sure I'm spelling it correctly. Alright, so go ahead and do my usual. Date it, initial it. And then I'll go ahead and bring up the larger view. I'm gonna bring up the larger view. There we go. Yep. Got all my chicken bases covered here. Got chickens, got drumsticks, got a bucket full of fried chicken, got some nuggets, got some peeps, and of course a couple of them playing the accordion. So there you go, chicken dance. And alright, so I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Kaiser Soze, I'm glad you love it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do my end of show recap. As I do. So let me just go ahead and bring up the larger view once again. And I'll go ahead and flip through all the drawings for tonight. Alright, so I started out the night with Prince's You Got the Look. Where little you is about to sneak some cookies from the cookie jar, and then his mother, a letter B, is giving him the look. Mike Brady, yes, I will be doing the coloring process again. I'm live on camera. If you look closely here, the bag of cookies that was just dumped into the jar is raspberry berets. A special cookie brand, courtesy of Prince himself. Little known fact. Alright, and for Cindy B253, here's Stranded at the Drive-In from Greece by John Travolta. Where he is truly stranded at the drive-in. There's nothing around here, there's just this little tumbleweed. The concessions have all fallen asleep on the job. The singing voice on the ad has also fallen asleep. There's just, yeah, he is truly, utterly stranded. Poor guy. Alright, and next up for Turbo Swim, I drew Through Glass by Stone Sour. So it's a candy shop exclusively selling sour candy, so it's called Stone's Sours. And they're open for what feels like forever. Let me get a close-up on that. Yeah, you got a star getting thrown through a glass window. What he did exactly to deserve this, I don't know. Draw your own conclusion. Alright, and next up is I Love My Radio by Taffy, who guest stars in this drawing with her 80s hair and all. Her and the radio are sharing a meal together, and you can see from the clock that it's just after midnight. Taffy's favorite time when it comes to radio. And she, of course, has, while she's feasting down on some ribeye steak and some potatoes, and the radio's feasting down on some music notes, of course, they're sharing a couple of saltwater taffies with each other, because I had to go there. Alright, next up, this was another one I did for myself, Walking on the Sun by Smash Mouth. Mike Brady, yes, they are. Here we go, Walking on the Sun by Smash Mouth. Figured, I kind of, took the Don't Delay, Act Now line from the chorus and decided to turn this into an ad for sun-safe foot covers. And of course, we have a guy here who's a perfect spokesperson for the necessity of foot covers, because he's literally walking on the sun and does not look the least bit happy about it. So, don't delay, act now, get 2 for 1 free. But it'll take 6 to 8 years to arrive. That's the only catch. Alright, and for Fergal F. Ferguson, he requested, actually, I decided to do Your Disco Needs You by Kylie Minogue, and then he was just about to do it himself. So I decided to attribute this one to him. So you got Mrs. Disco in this big burning building that's about to come down, and she's crying out for her hero Nabisco because she needs him. And we have Nabisco here with a Ritz head and a Nabisco logo on his cape, coming to save the day. Alright, and for Mike Brady, oh no, this wasn't for Mike Brady, this was for Rose Rebel. Here is Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, and it's a literal head. It's a porta potty. That is also a term for head. Or my words are just coming out in all the wrong ways. Yeah, it's a porta potty, aka a head, and so raindrops are falling on it. A couple of them get big bumps on their heads. One of them falls directly on his head. One of them gets stuck in the chimney on top, and one of them does a total split here on the top, gets hit right in the gonads. That's gotta hurt. Oh, and there's an old man yelling at them to stay away from his toilet. I mean, you don't want people getting near your toilet. That's a violation of privacy. Alright, and for this was for Mike Brady. This is Blame It on the Weatherman. So there's a cute storm that's hitting the town, and you got these cute clouds with their hard eyes shooting their cute lightning at these buildings and turning them super cutesy and smiley with their hard eyes and everything. The townspeople don't seem to be very happy about it, and they're, of course, turning their blame on the weatherman, who says, "Don't blame me!" And the weatherman's name is Rain Goes On, because, as the song says, the rain goes on. Alright, and finishing off the show was a request for Kaiser Soze. It is the chicken dance. Got chickens, drumsticks, bucket of fried chicken, nuggets. A couple of them are playing accordions, got some peeps. Great way to end the night. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to color these this weekend, and I'm going to also, like I did last week, I'm going to go ahead and do a stream where I colorize the drawings I did tonight. So it'll be tentatively, I'm planning for Saturday at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. That's when I did it last week. Also, I am not going to be doing a stream next week. I'm going to be on vacation. So I'll see you all in a couple weeks. And I think that's all I have to say. So go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and find a raid target here. Looks like Tom Thinks, who I usually like to raid, is not streaming tonight. That's a little odd. Yep. Mike Brady, you read my mind. I'm going to go ahead and raid John. Alright, here we go. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Have a great night. And let me just go ahead and... There we go.